Oh, 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of, well, we're writing a blues song, so why don't we write 50 Shades of Blue?
Hey, that sounds
I
awesome.
thought that'd be a great title. And then it'll put it in this little epoch of time so that when we look back years from now and say, oh, I was there, I wrote that song. And but we could also take suggestions from the audience because blues songs aren't that hard to write, really.
No.
I find. Can I do a little blues song to demonstrate that?
Okay.
When we hit the 5 chord, don't hit the 5 chord. Hit anything but the 5 chord.
Okay. Here's a little blues song that I wrote a few years ago. Repeat the first line. I say when you sing the blues, you always repeat the first line. Say that right? That's what makes the blues so easy. You only have to think of one rhyme. Well, when you play those blues, you only have to know 3 chords. Yeah, when you play those blues, you only have to know 3 chords. And that's what makes I guess I have to learn one more. This is the blues. This is how the blues work. You take a very simple concept and you repeat it, and you just have to think of one rhyme. That's the basic blues. We can do other stuff with that. Have you got an example you could sing us of a blues kind of song that just to get us all in the mood before we start writing?
Okay. This is just the most recent blues song. I always like to have a story, a message, or something, and that's easier to achieve in a blues song too, because really musically it's very limited. So you've got to have an interesting story. And this time, actually, it's kind of a reverse. I used to work for an ad agency. Did you know that? I used to write jingles. And now I was down in Cape Cod, and I'm hanging out with a bunch of people that are complaining about the tourists that are coming to Cape Cod. There's too many people coming, there's too many cars on that narrow little Highway 6, and the bicyclists are getting knocked over. And, so don't do anything to encourage any tourism to Cape Cod. And so I wrote kind of an anti-tourism tune. You want to hear that? How does it go now?
If you don't know it, we'll get the audience.
This is just this CBA thing. This is another standard blues kind of groove. Or if you were like John Lee Hooker, you'd be slowing it down. Shark attack and true. They say don't swim around the seals. Ticks and mosquitoes, deadly as the eels. Killer tornadoes and a vicious hurricane. tsunami would wash Cape Cod away. But we got the sunshine, we got the sea, we got the sand. Enjoy it while you can. Wendell Ferguson, born in California. Sweet blueberries, but poison ivy all around. When you go swimming, the undertow will suck you down. Look out, beaches disappearing. You can't stop that rising tide. A few more meters, and you can kiss Cape Cod goodbye. But we got the sunshine, we got the sea, we got the sand. Enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can.
Alright, Brian Blain. So that's the idea of the blues, right?
That's one kind. You know, there's probably what, a handful of different. There's the, and then there's displayed. So, do we need to pick a groove first, or?
Let's hear where the words take us.
All right.
Let's see where the words take
That's
us.
very good. Okay.
I wrote a song years ago, a blues song, and I get a lot of flack for this because I just had the idea it'd be great to make fun of people.
Yeah, man.
And some people don't appreciate it, but I played it for the Rusty Nuts, which is a car club up in north of Newmarket there, and 45 guys that all have old Chevys and some, you know, a couple of Fords, and they I did it at a Christmas party, and they loved it. So the very next night I was at Zuma Zuma Lounge in Jordan Station, and it was like $35 a plate and very expensive. It was a real hoity-toity, you know, the waiter would say, "How'd you find your steak, sir?" And I said, "I just moved the parsley," and there it was. And I decided to play the same song, and man, it didn't read that audience. It fell flat. I'll just give you a little bit of that. It's just sort of a how's it go? Well, Stephen's got a syndrome. He whistles just like this. He causes every bird to sing and every horse to piss. He's got the blues. He's got this thing he just can't lose. No, sir. Oh, he's facing a dismissal. If he can't lose the whistle, the speech impediment blues. Well, Stephen's kind of slender. He's like a wafer wisp. You'd swear the steam escaping every time you heard his lisp. He's got the blues. He's got this thing he just can't lose. Oh, he'd like to say good riddance to all the siblings, the speech impediment blues. Anyway, it goes on like that. I won't. There's 6 more verses. I covered stuttering, too much spit, hair lip,
The speech impediment.
hair lip, and I'm working on a Tourette's verse. So you'll hear that when it's fucking ready. Anyway, so these are the ideas with the blues, and I find you do, Brian, if you take 2 different ideas and juxtapose them. Like I was thinking, the 50 Shades of Blue suggestions. I think there's 2 lists to draw from. Do you do lists when you write songs? Do you?
No, not a real list.
You don't make a list. Okay, well, I just find that if I listed all of the shades of blue, it would give me a whole bunch of words that I could rhyme
Okay,
with.
all right.
And then if I
So-
listed all the
oh,
words,
all right.
that, because it's the 50 Shades of Grey is a S&M, and I'm not sure what that means. I think it's Spaniards and Mexicans, something like that. It's an S&M movie, and so there's going to be some of that going. So I thought of all the whips and
Okay.
chains and ropes and handcuffs, and then if we put those 2 things together, we could come up with an interesting.
All right.
Does that sound-
the S&M blues? Yeah.
Sort of
So
S&M.
let's look for some words, key words that we'll be able.
I
to
found it
work with.
already.
You got a list already?
Oh, I have a list, but I found the key word. I think that this whole song, when I've come up with this, it's
I'm
like
glad you
there's
gave
my
this
song
some
that
thought because I didn't.
saddest.
The saddest song.
Blues, yes, the saddest, and yet saddest.
Perfect.
So I thought that would work great.
We're on the line here, aren't we?
So what are some things, yell them out, you're gonna be our bookkeeper?
Yeah.
Yeah, go slow.
Joel is going to keep track of our words. and
He's
then-
got his pad down there between his legs. And so let's do Shades of Blue first.
Violet.
What's that, Violet?
Violet.
Violet? Yeah, which almost sounds like Violet, which we're working on.
Indigo.
Violet, violence. Yeah.
Violet and Violet.
Violence.
And what else?
Indigo.
Indigo. Indigo's good. Sky.
Cobalt.
Cobalt. Excellent.
Aquamarine.
Cerulean.
Steel blue. Powder.
Baby blue.
Cerulean. There's one.
Azure.
Hey, where's
Azure. Love that. As you're thinking about, see, there's a pun right there. As you're going for it.
Robin say. Baby blue.
Baby blue. There's baby blue.
Deep.
Oh yeah, your baby blue's eyes. That could be something like that.
Sky blue. Yeah.
And we're gonna have to sign a SOCAN thing, so we all get some money from this.
How we doing? I had a list too. I got a list.
Midnight blue. That's a great one.
Cobalt, right?
Yeah, I got
Cobalt.
Okay.
Somebody's name it.
Have you got like navy?
Ultramarine.
Oh, ultramarine. That's a good one. Periwinkle.
Navy.
Robin's eggs.
Sapphire. Robin's egg blue.
Phalo.
Okay, I got a good one here. Indelible.
Indelible.
Indelible. I think that would work good maybe on the bridge. Okay, you got sort of a list there?
Yeah.
Okay, now start another column or just under that, and let's think of S&M stuff. Come on, you all want to. You know you do. I would say right off the bat, handcuffs. Correct?
Okay.
Do you enjoy those?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Restraints,
No, I just couldn't
Whips.
do it. I did enjoy the last time.
chains,
Leather.
leather.
Bondage.
Oh, yeah, safe word. Safe word. Perfect. My wife should learn that.
What do you say? Butt plug?
Safe word. A safe word.
Oh no, I got that.
Okay.
Butt plug.
Butt plug.
All right.
Oh,
That was
and,
him. I was sorry.
and for sure put down saddest, because the way I worked it, almost stilettos, dominatrix,
Whips and chains.
whips, chains, riding crops, manacles,
Gags.
latex,
Restraints.
restraints, harness. Oh, this is getting dirty. I'm getting a little titillated right now. You know how you titillate an ocelot? Ocelot is titillate. Sorry. This is adult, isn't it? There's no kids here. Don't complain to Brian. Oh, you're a kid, only mentally. So what do we got? So we need I think the whole thing would hit.
Orgasm is very
Orgasms. What are those? I never reach those.
fetish.
Fetish, there you go, fetish. So we got now we got 2 different things, and then I usually start looking for the rhymes, the things that pull those things together.
Okay.
but I don't know, you know,
That works.
teal blue and feel and heel or something like that. And okay, where did I start? She put on her stilettos and locked me in handcuffs. She said, there ain't no safe word, baby, because this'll soon get rough. She's the saddest gal I ever knew.
I like that. The saddest blues.
I'm gonna need a mass of kisses. Because I'll be 50 shades of blue. Okay, so this is where I sort of start with the seed of the idea. Once you got the, and if also I don't know what key are we in. What's good key for blues? What do you like? Doesn't
Only
matter.
one.
E, G, what? Okay, so
Well, I think it should be black and blue.
this is the only verse I got here. She put on her stilettos, locked me in handcuffs. She said there ain't no safe word, baby, 'cause this'll soon get rough. Yeah, she's the saddest. She's the saddest girl I ever knew. I'm gonna need a mass of kisses, 'cause I'll be 50 shades of blue. And we need a verse before that. That's a good second verse, but we need a first verse. So something, an introductory thing. How did you meet this girl? Or is this an English-speaking audience? Don't be shy. How did these two people meet?
At the grocery store.
No, on the street.
In the blueberry.
At the paint shop. At the sex shop.
At the sex shop. Yeah, that would be good. And
What's
that's
it called? There's one on Blain Street. It's called
Upstairs in the loft.
Good for Her. Isn't that what?
Upstairs
Good
to
for
the
her.
loft. Upstairs to the loft.
The chocolate shop.
okay, these are good. Are you getting some of this?
The pet shop.
Or the, what's it called? The good for her?
Good for Her, I think.
Good
is,
for her, or-
not that I've been there.
Or stag shop? Stag shop? I see the commercials on TV with all these
Pet shop.
women on there.
Girl's not gonna be in a.
But anyway, the two people meet there, and then they can, you know, go back to her place and slip into something a little less comfortable, or something, you know, that kind of thing. And then we can get to that. She put on her stilettos. That could be her second verse.
All right.
And
The
latex.
meeting. The meeting.
And then I think we could get into the colors on the bridge. Take it into the colors on the bridge. So we had a new place to go, somewhere different on the. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
All right.
You're a scribe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so good for her. Good for
I
her.
was walking down Queen Street.
That's a good street to walk down. Yeah. I was walking down on Queen Street.
And when I saw a lot of queens.
We're not
One
going
of the
there
nights
yet.
in
That's
handcuffs.
another fetish. We're not going to that fetish. We're going to the Spaniards and Mexicans. So I was walking down on Queen Street. When
Give us a tune, guys.
well, it'll be the same tune as the one I just sang.
Sing, keep going.
Well, I was walking down on Queen Street when I ran into her. I knew she was my kind of girl.
I like that a lot.
She was wearing spurs. She,
I got a line.
That's
Oh,
good.
you got
that's
one.
good.
I was walking down Queen Street wanting to get hurt.
all right. I was walking down on Queen Street looking to get her.
And I saw her with the spurs.
And I saw this girl. She was wearing great big spurs. And I was. She's the saddest. The saddest girl I ever knew. And I knew that when when we parted, she'd leave me 50 shades of blue.
Oh,
And then we
after,
go-
and when she was done pounding me out, I'd be 50 shades of blue.
Something
Black
like
and
that,
blue.
Yeah. So this is the way a song forms. You get the idea. The nut is there, and then you start to put the stuff around it. Mr. Scribe, what's your first name again?
Joel.
Joel. I like that better. Have you got a verse? I was walking down on Queen Street.
I was walking down on Queen Street looking to get hurt when I saw this girl wearing spurs. You said it.
When I
didn't-
saw this
We gotta rhyme it. Yeah.
real tall woman make it that real tall
Yeah,
woman.
'cause you gotta,
uh,
what's easier to run, like hurt?
Wearing
hard to
something in
run.
spurs. What else does she wear spurs? Wearing
Latex and spurs. Latex and spurs.
latex and spurs. When I saw this
And
woman
fur.
wearing latex and spurs, she's the saddest. She's the saddest girl, because that kind of fits every verse, right? The saddest girl I ever knew, and I knew when she was through with me, something like that, I'd be
I'd
50.
be black and blue, or I'd be
50 Shades of Blue.
What about 50 Shades of Black and Blue? Does that work with the
Yeah, 50 Shades of Black and Blue. Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah. Then we'd have to get some black colors in there, but ebony, midnight again. This is good. This is good. Have we got that, Joel?
When I saw this girl wearing latex and spurs, she's the saddest.
She's the saddest gal I ever knew.
Okay.
Don't forget to save.
And I knew when this was over, I'd be 50 Shades of Black and Blue.
She believed me.
Or just blue. We can work. We can argue about that. Arm wrestle for that later. It all serves the song. Whatever makes the song the best. And then we could use my second verse. Well, the only verse I wrote. You ready, scribe?
Okay.
She had on her stilettos, or she put on her stilettos, then locked me in handcuffs. She said there's ain't no safe word, 'cause this will soon get rough. Then our same course, she's the saddest gal I ever knew.
Wait. She had on her sleds and locked me in handcuffs.
Then locked me in handcuffs. She said there ain't no safe word, 'cause this will soon get rough.
Did you see that movie?
He's a good scribe.
Has anybody seen that movie yet?
I haven't, no.
Because I don't even know shit about it.
She's the saddest gal I ever knew. And then this was I just had this, I looked at the opposite of sadism is masochism, so I'm gonna need a masochisses.
Uh-huh.
Because I'll be 50 Shades of Black and Blue, whatever. So let's try that and see where it takes us.
Maybe instead of the 5 chord, you can think of you've got a lot of chords in your vocabulary.
Well, I got 2.
Maybe let's turn it around a little bit at the 5. What else did we do there musically?
2 minor 5, or that one I just did with
Where you were searching for a 5 chord?
I did the flat 3.
Yeah, that would be something to change it up.
All right. So I was walking down on Queen Street, looking to get her, when I saw this tall woman wearing latex shoes and spurs. She's the saddest girl I ever knew. And I knew that when we parted, I'd be 50 shades of blue. Well, she put on her stilettos and locked me in handcuffs. She said there ain't no safe word, baby, 'cause this is soon get rough. Yeah, she's the saddest girl I ever knew. I'm gonna need a mass of kisses when I'm 50 shades of blue. She left me aqua, turquoise, and teal. I didn't know it, 'cause I don't know how that feels. She our last verse, something. So now we have the form of the song, and we know where we're going. So colors. Read me some of those colors again.
Okay, colors: violet, indigo, teak, cobalt, aquamarine,
Teal, not
teal.
teal.
Yeah.
Sorry, autocorrect.
Well, steel is steel and feel. Steel and teal are good. And if we could, violet and violent are pretty close, so we could maybe make a little pun on the. What she made? She was deep. I don't know. Jeez.
She took it deep.
This is when I go get a piece of fruit from the kitchen and change my mind. What do you do?
Fat doobie.
A big fat doobie. Yeah. I find a banana does the same now that I'm older. And a coffee or a muffin, and then I have a movement. I do my best thinking on the toilet. So some people say I wrote this song on the guitar, I wrote this on the piano. I write mine on the toilet, or the Bridem lawnmower. Let's see.
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine. She left me. She left me. She left me scarred. What? Bruised and purple. Blue and purple and aqua turquoise teal. And then this time, and that's how I feel. Cause we'll make it an A B on a bridge.
Okay.
Yeah. So she left me. She left me. They just have to work together as words. Say she left me. Violet. She left me. Aqua teal. She showed me more bruises than a man should have to feel. She's da-da-da-da-da-da, and she's da-da-da-da-dee. I don't know, something like that. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking cold steel of handcuffs.
Oh, right.
And
I need a pen. I gotta think on
It's
paper.
hard to see with that. Like,
It's hard to see. We needed a big paper up here or a rear
big
projection screen.
with,
Yeah. She's.
are we at the bridge? Is that what?
Well, I was working on the bridge. We got two first verses. We don't have the last verse. Where are we going to take it at the end? Also, you have to sort of think. At a certain point in the song, you can see the ending. When you start a song, you sometimes don't see the ending unless you've got a really strong hook. But at a certain point, you can see the ending. It's like coming into view.
Is he going home or is he staying there? Like,
I think he's going to be turned out on the street, and he's going to be very bruised.
Okay.
So.
Bruised and battered. And,
So she left me sort of.
Yeah, bruised and battered, losing and shattered, and all that kind of stuff. And but he's going back next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
He's coming back.
he got exactly what he wanted. Exactly. So that's kind of the idea there. I think that will bring us back, and then back into the colors again. Yeah, she left me turquoise aqua and handcuffs made of steel, or I don't know, something like that. She I had an idea here. She left me navy powder, aqua, turquoise, steel, and teal. Cobalt, royal, azure, can plainly see. Okay, there it is. I'm so badly bruised up, I ain't never gonna heal. She marked and scarred me indelibly. So that could be the bridge, but I don't want to go there because I think we have violet in there, which is good. She left me violet.
Here, I got one.
Cheap pens. She left me violet. I know this is kind of a drag watching people think, but especially two idiots like us, because thoughts don't come that often. She left me violet.
That's my dad.
Oh, sorry.
He's
You think it's your dad.
He's the one who's adopted.
He told me it was a difficult birth. The umbilical was wrapped around your mom's neck. She left me violet.
You're lucky my mom's not here.
She left me. What'd you say?
She left me.
Handcuffs of blue steel.
She left me violet? Is that
I said violet.
Violet, cobalt, indigo,
Yeah.
and blue.
Or isn't that the thing they make steel out of? Is it-
Navy?
Is that an alloy?
I thought Paul Reddick owned that word now, but
She let me violet. She with cuffs.
Gags?
Cuffs made of
Harness?
cobalt steel. I know cobalt is a. She left me violet with cuffs of cobalt steel. Aqua royal azure can plainly see. That doesn't. Royal aqua azure can plainly see. Now I'm so badly bruised up, I'm never gonna heal. She marked and scarred me. No, she's
I don't know what to do.
indelibly. Yeah. When we were finally finished, and she, I don't know. Did he pay her? Was it one of those things? We should, I don't know, dominatrix. I don't know. Let's sing again what we got. Let's do the whole thing we have so far. All right. I was walking down Queen Street, looking to get her. I saw this tall woman wearing latex and spurs. She's the saddest gal I ever knew. I could tell before this was over, I'd be 50 shades of blue. Black and blue, you like that? It's this way. What's the second verse? She put on her stilettos
And then walked me in handcuffs.
Said no safe word. This could really get rough, 'cause she's the saddest girl I ever knew. I'm gonna need a mass of kisses, 'cause she left me 50 shades of blue. She left me, fuck, I can't see it. She left me violet, with cups of cobalt steel. We're royal, as you can plainly see. Yeah, I'm so badly bruised up, I'm never gonna heal. She scarred my heart indelibly. Well, when it was all over and my bleeding had stopped, she kicked me to the curb and said, I don't know, sometimes she's the saddest girl I ever knew. But I'll be back here next week, 'cause I can still be 50 shades of blue. For 50 more shades of blue, I don't know. Take it, Brian. I will never heal. She shot and marked me indelibly. Well, I'll go back there just as soon as I scrape up enough money. I only need $100, 'cause she's the saddest girl I ever knew. Oh, I don't need a mass of kisses. She left me 50 shades of blue. I'm gonna need a mass of kisses. She left me 50 shades of blue. It needs some sanding. This is the writing, and then you have that's kind of the idea of what we're gonna do.
What was the masochistic line?
I need a mass of kisses.
Another 50 shades of
Remember they kiss it better? Oh, need a mass of kisses. That wasn't bad.